Well. Turned out the other day, this was on a Friday, yesterday, I was heading downtown, got downtown Hamilton bus, arrived okay. Then I got off a bus I normally get off, down at, on Catherine Street. Started heading up towards the bus stop, passed by the video arcade, and I get, all of a sudden, next thing I know, I look around, and it's weird because I just felt a really weird feeling inside, like a worriness in my ears about, shit, I'm coming down with something, or what? I couldn't figure out what it was. The next thing I know, I look around, I see a rail trolley running down King Street. And I looked over there and I saw a Barton rail trolley going down on Houston Street. Shit, there haven't been rail trolleys in Hamilton for many, many years. I look over right, I see a Kresge store there, the old SS Kresge's, which haven't been there for years, but now being torn down, and I looked over, over a newspaper box, spectator box, in front of the old Spectator building that says, date 1931. All of a sudden, okay, what happened? Why would I end up in 1931? All of a sudden, I realized I had my phone out, no signal. The next thing, before I couldn't get anything recorded on the phone, guess what? I looked around, and guess what? I was back in the present, standing about 2 blocks from the Kresge store, where the newsstand was. It used to be, but not there now. So I said, what did I experience? I experienced a time slip. Somehow, whether I slipped in the year 1934, downtown Hamilton, and of course the rail trolleys were around 1934. Now, what did that say? That's very odd for a time slip to happen, but it did happen. But sometimes what happens is when timelines become parallel with each other, it can really, technically, very, very close like this. So close, you can intercept the timelines. You can actually go between timelines very easy. Be in this time and actually end up in 1934, briefly, only a few minutes back in this time again. Honestly, it's like it can happen. It have happened a lot in Europe too, in England. Good many cases happened in people where, have happened other cases reported. It have happened to me a couple of times here in Hamilton, especially where I'm living in Stony Creek in the Rat Hill Valley. I experienced a couple of time slips during Rat Hill standoff. One time slip I remember. Leaving there, heading towards Rosadale Arena. The next thing I know, I'm standing in the middle of this Indian village, way back in the doomsday, in the Red Hill Creek, and they were clean, and I realized where I was, and an Indian neutral, where that Indian medicine man said, you shouldn't be here, you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be, and what I mean, well, you're supposed to be in where you're supposed to be, not here, not with us. And next thing you know, I'm right back where I was, down behind Rosadale Arena, heading up that hill. The one I remember, I think I told Carol Baumberry about that years ago. She actually asked around to identify any records of myself or anything like that. So I went in, I did some check around into it. Well, yeah, the neutral Indian did record a fair-faced person showing up, and the medicine man did tell him he shouldn't be here, not at time, and didn't have pictures, tried the person that faced me to a T, and I realized that I went backward over hundreds of years before any white man ever been here. That's part of the province. And I realized this at that time. So, guess what? You know what I said? That one incident one time. Another incident times it happened too. You know where? I was in Red Hill Valley where Pinewood. That's before they built Red Hill Expressway. I was there and I'm looking around, and you know what? Cathedral Pines. You walk down, beautiful side, and they destroyed it with expressway, Red Hill Valley Expressway. One night I turned around, I looked at my phone, my cell phone. I didn't have smartphones at the time. I had a Nokia 918, and it said Cantel, Amiga, AT&T. Didn't say what. Then first it started saying this. It said like, no signal. Then came on Bell Cellular. That came on a Cantel, Amiga, and whatever, and Sprint, and that. Different names of companies are no longer available, have been in service for years. So, I'm looking at this. Okay, why are these names coming up my phone? That's odd. I'm trying to figure this out while I looked around, and all of a sudden it popped back into normal service range, back on Rogers, and I looked around, there was a thing built. All of a sudden the thing appeared on back a tree. What was it? It was a native burial thing appearing back. And I didn't build it. I don't want to do that, but it wasn't there, now it was. Like if somebody did it in the past to put it there. Well, I was directed into that's the times that I do remember there very, very, very well. There was another time slip I remember very, very well too. Was one time back to the longhouse. I'm there in the longhouse. I'm lying back, sort of minding my business, sitting around the old wood stove in there. That's the old longhouse that we built there. To find a junction that I'm trying to change the way to build the Red Hill Expressway, the Technical Cemetery. Well, we did a seed that time doing it, but you turned out. One time I turned around, I think I dozed off. I woke up and it was like middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody was around. It was odd. I'm looking at my around at that. Okay, what's going on here? 3 hours in the morning, sit. Give me word for lodge. I got up, and next thing I know, everything back to normal. And I said, where were you guys? We stepped out for a minute. What time is it? 10 o'clock, not 3 o'clock in the morning. So what happened was somehow I went ahead to a future time. To 3 hours later in the future, it hadn't happened yet, but I went home anyways. I did, yeah. And I may have dreamed that, my dream. Something like that. Now, in another time slip incident happened a couple of times here. One time I was crossing Creaston Road at the traffic light for Nofield, crossed to where that. The next thing I know, I'm standing on the gravel horse and buggy trail, and I hear a horse and buggy coming down the road. Okay, I wonder, realized horse and buggy, want a real horse and buggy. And then I turned around, and then there was this British cavalry soldier there, on a British side cavalry soldier dressed in real beautiful uniform of that time, 1812. He says, pull me down in a ditch quicker than you not believe it. Stay here, stay here, stay here, lad, stay here, madam. What am I doing? What happened? I gotta take, don't make a sound. I'm taking this American out. I gotta pepper him out with some bullets when he comes up the road. Don't make a sound. So I ended up sitting there. You know what I did? Boom. He peppered that American soldier full of bullets. He ended up croaking right there, dead. I had never seen that happen before. But I had to, my God. And then he said, okay, you're free to go. I left. I turned around. And I was standing in front of the creek, the road, and standing here, everything normal. Huh, that's odd. Make me breathe more time. I mean, honestly, that was really, did I really there in 1812? Did I really play a part there, that one moment, a second at a time? So I had to go back. I went to Battlefield Park. I went to try to look up records. I couldn't find anything. There weren't any records of this, but I sort of went to Mills Library. Yes, I did find a soldier reported somebody appearing, a British cavalry officer by the name of Samuel George. He reported a person appearing in the middle of nowhere with a strange white device in hand, which was like he looking at it and on a phone, looking at it, and what? The person put the right into a side bag he's carrying, and then the lady was trying to see care at the time, and I knew American cavalry coming down that road, knew a cavalry officer riding down this road, holding by far down the road, he hears it. But I quickly grabbed her and pulled her in a ditch. And after I saw the cavalry officer, then she just disappeared. I didn't know what happened to her. Oh, well, that cavalry officer described me to a T. Figured that one out in 1812. Very good into time slip. Big time slip there. And it happened to me back about a week ago, too. It happened to me just the other day. I was heading back to, heading across the road, and actually I know what a 2-lane paved road here, and I got across the street road, and there was no light, I looked over it, there was a mall, this building was under construction. They were building a mall across the street where they're building a mall, the gas station, they're building a mall, and I look at this and say to myself, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they were doing all the construction in the area. This boat under construction, these buildings all under construction, mall was under construction, and I realized that I was standing here, in the year, and it was right here, but I realized I was back at the time of doing construction in these buildings. So I realized that then, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, everything back to normal, and I could see it. But that was really, really odd. I even had to check that out recently. I didn't want to check that out. We found out through contractor records that there was a strange person that appeared in the middle of nowhere. This lady appeared in the middle of nowhere, wearing a blue coat and literally just disappeared. Just fast appeared. Anyway, so the basic happened there. So what did happen there? That 2 inch of time slips, and I don't know how many more can happen, but these are ones that happened. I don't know why, but this Red Hill Valley area hotbed time slip because they disturbed the native burial cemetery when they built Red Hill. They built over top of native graves, which the Iroquois Confederacy tried very hard to stop at the time, but they didn't know. And they said bad things are going to happen. That's further. Bad things had been happening, like having a deteriorating road surface that allow you to slide into dangerous situation. Now, roaders in danger, and many other things. So it's not easy. Think about it. So another thing, accidents, traffic, slippery road surface in the middle of July. Now, there you go, and not good. So you got like that, and not too good at all. So you end up, thinking about it. If you're gonna do so, well, anyways, that because we warned that could happen. Guess what? They went ahead and built. Now they're paying the consequence. You just don't build a super expressway through a cemetery. I'd be pretty upset if the city of London decided to build a super big expressway right through Mount Pleasant Center, that moment. I'd be very upset. Matter of fact, I'd be up in arms about it. I would literally go down to London, I would literally go in and say, oh, and you better not do it. And they'll haul me out. I will literally be blasting them so much. I'll be on knee, I'll put out knee to everything. And rest assured, it would never. Could I do that to a white man's cemetery? Could I do that in a normal cemetery? Guess what? Everybody up in arms. They would literally stop it. What happens in the neighbor's cemetery? You try to take do that, which they did. The native people up in arms. What they do? They're using junction to stop them from saying anything. Would they do it on a white person? No. Do it on native people? Yes. What they do? They did some mean experiments on First Nation people too. You know what the meanest one they did? Well, Smithsonian did a mean experiment once on a few Sioux and Cyans. What they did was this. They told them this. We give you some treaty money if you volunteer for these experiments. And they didn't tell them what they were. They told them they signed for money. Well, they had no intention of paying $1 million for these dudes to have it done. They never got the money. Instead, we give them neither knocked out with general anesthesia. I don't go with, but they weren't told they're gonna be dissected. Matter of fact, what happened? They were dissected and stuffed and put on public display in Smithsonian. That's what they did to them. Matter of fact, they stuffed them so they afterwards. Some were stuffed look fatter than we were when they first got them. Yeah, when they're alive. A lot of them were stuffed fat. Some were stuffed with some man were stuffed with D cups in them. Some of them were stuffed big time. Yeah, we're stuffed. You know what that means by being stuffed? Permanently stuffed, baby. Matter of fact, they still on. Matter of fact, they feel outraged about it. Matter of fact, they took them off display, unfortunately, but they can't give them their burial rights because you can't properly bury them because they've been stuffed and they've been that way hundreds of years. And problem is but the people say spirit be trapped in their body when it's stuffed like that. It probably is. I couldn't imagine being stuffed. I could not imagine that myself. I could imagine. They do that to me, stuff me, made me fatter, made me look feminine more than I am. And then I'm put on public display, and I couldn't say anything. I look at my body, I can't move it, I can't talk, can't say anything. I'm stuck that way, hundreds of years. You know what? I'd be feeling mad. I wouldn't be able to be set free from it. Matter of fact, it's like something you wouldn't be set free from. You'd be standing there, stuck on a pedestal forever. I cannot imagine myself stuck on a pedestal the rest of my life. It would not be something I want for. They did that to Indians, basically stuff them. When I do that, it's stuffed. It glues the spirit and holds the spirit in the body for can't escape it. They would do in death. Well, anyways, they did some mean stuff, and it still goes on to very day. There were genocide, 60 scoop, where somebody would be grabbed, put in with a foster parent, brought up by white people, and they turn around and guess what? They made to live with white people, but there were a reverse thing happened. Did a reverse experiment, did a reverse on non-native people, basically. You know what that was? They took non-native people to put them in with First Nation, in with a full-blood native family, and the non-native family instructed to treat them as a native, treating them Indian. Make sure they got the status. Make sure they treated as full-blood native. Matter of fact, they're taught how to hunt, how to fish, how to live off the land. They taught about native longhouses and how to be longhouses. They taught the language. Matter of fact, they adapted very quickly. They found non-native people adapt that way of life very, very quickly and assimilate a lot quicker than native people adapting the white way of life. That's pretty common. Like me, I did that in the past. Matter of fact, it taught me a lot of caring and respect for anything out there in nature. So if I walk through a forest, for example, I look at the plants, I look at the animals, I expect the wildlife being there. If I see a bear in the wild, I have seen a bear in the wild before. What did I do? I respected the wildlife for being there, for example. I respect the fact that grizzly bear was there in the 14 fish. And I looked up at the Creator and I said, Creator, tell that bear I don't mean any harm. I'm not here to kill him or harm any way, shape, or form. Tell him to go about eating a fish and enjoy his meal. Which the bear didn't come near me, he didn't harm me, he kept on going about his business. I went about mine in the forest. So I'd seen a moose. And I said the same thing. You know what? Moose were on a business in the forest. Didn't bother me. Because I have a lot of caring and have enough caring and respect to see a wild animal like that in the forest. I do not take a photo of it. I did take a photo of moose, but because I was in safe distance to do so. Not take a photo of bear because that can disturb a bear, and you could have 100, 400 pound grizzly certainly. And you're not like me unarmed. If I even had a gun, I would have to shoot it, and I do not want. And shooting a bear in a provincial park like on a criminal offense. So I would have to really prove and go along at that point that I shot the bear in self-defense, not for harvest. Yeah, but that's another story. Yeah. Anyway, so there is like a story there. Now I gotta be honest with you in one case. Yes, if I see, it doesn't matter how small. No matter what, a bird in the sky to a small little frog, going in the forest, to a deer, to a beautiful Bambi deer in the forest, to a chipmunk, to a bald eagle, all birds, everything important. Every little living creature important. All creatures, great and small, are just important. And a little tiny insect that you see. Little tiny insect, like a mosquito or an insect, to smallest of smaller creature. The ones that I don't like, bed bugs. I don't have respect for them. They take your blood. They like to take your blood at night when they're sleeping away. Wake up, all itchy, how, and you got blood taken out of your body, and you are just feeling miserable. Yeah, they ought to kill the damn thing. The only creature I will kill is a bed bug. Otherwise, the spider, I won't kill a spider. The spider I look at and keep well protected. Anyways, so, honestly, if I were to look at this right now, so I have a lot of respect. That taught me. I learned that from Native people. Also, the Native people showed me the way path to go. And I'm not running alongside Native dancing a power circuit. The path to go is going male to female. That's the path I found. That's the path I use. I learned that from First Nation people. They taught me a lot. And I use that every day of my life now. Because it's things I learned. And sometimes some of the people, family are picked up and learned that a lot of life. It gets received that way. That's how I got so far in life. That's why I got to where I am today. I wouldn't have this nice apartment here if it wasn't for me working my ass off to get this nice apartment. See? I would not have the nice stuff I had in my apartment. It wasn't me working my ass off, save money. Get it. It wasn't me having that. It wasn't me having that, freedom. It was me pushing my ass to get it. You got to push your ass to it. But some people sit on a life, sit on a button. I seen this building, sit on their ass, turn down through, pay a couple bucks, grab a sobby food, come back upstairs, and they don't realize that kitchen's dirty. They turn around, and before you know it, they get very fat and overweight, and they don't even get out. Then the next thing you know, they're on the phone saying, ding, ding, ding. Hi, I need an ambulance. Come and get me. I got pain to my side. Come and get me. Come and get me. The ambulance comes rolling in here with a fire truck. Pick him up. Haul him off on a stretcher. And get to the hospital. And the doctor, I'm sorry, but we got to put you in a nursing home now. Okay, and I put in a nursing home. Lose your apartment. It's been gone. That's what happens there, yep. That one way of putting it. Yep, that happens, yep. Number 2 is, I hope I never have to be hauled out here in an ambulance anytime in future, unless that's really seriously necessary, you know. And even if I did get hauled out, it'd be that I had a slip and fall and broke my leg and like that, yeah. But I don't think I would ever be hauled out here in an ambulance in my lifetime. Because every day I keep myself active. I keep myself going. I don't sit around the building all day. I don't sit around Saturday, Sunday. Matter of fact, I went out today and I did all things. We took advantage of nice weather. Why? Because you don't take advantage of this weather. You don't take advantage of it. You know what? You get lazy. Then you're going to have problems. Then you're going to end up with living something that they end up just, sitting there with all kinds of trouble. Honestly, you will. And that happens to too many people. Lazy. And you know, I get 60, 70 years old. You know what? I'll still do my radio show. I told the peacemaker today, I probably would do it till I can see myself, I see myself hitting 100 years old. And hit 101 years old. Going into CFU. Doing a peacemaker journey. Coming out of there again. Going back home. Hitting every day, hitting over 100, hitting 150, 190 years old, going back in, hitting 190, hitting 200, still doing my radio show, still doing stuff I do, and have gone through 3 generations of family, and still do it, I know what, problem is, if I quit doing that, I got 1 foot in the grave. I quit going to Willows and missing a day, I got 1 foot in the grave. Whether I not have 1 foot in the grave, which I rather have my feet on until firm or walking, living life to the fullest, than having 1 foot in the grave, when God gonna take me home. So God will take me home when the time is right, not a minute before, not a minute after. The Spirit of the North will take me home when the time is right. Not 1 minute before, not 1 minute after. Anyway, so bottom line of the story is, I actually am looking into getting some better camera equipment for YouTube here. So some of the videos are getting a lot better now. And unfortunately, I'm gonna get better equipment, tripods. I'm gonna hook them up. I can probably hook them up with. I would be able to hook a video camera, probably a computer here, and live stream through the video camera through my desktop onto YouTube. I do a live stream. But right now, I'm sorry I can't do a live stream because the YouTube said, no, sir, you can't live stream off your smartphone unless you do it off a video camera. Now I'm buying some better equipment. I look into it as we speak. I won't be using my cell phone. I'll be using a video camera. I'll be using professional stuff. I'm planning to make my videos better, more better than what they ever were before. If I don't do that, you know what gonna happen is? My videos are gonna be not another video series Jackson. That's what people think. I'm not getting any notoriety in videos. That's another thing. I asked YouTube notoriety in my video. They said, no. Can you go copy? They don't like getting dickers. Matter of fact, if I figure I'd make my video better, get this way and get people subscribed to it, I want more. And you know what? I'm asking you, if you listen to the video, I want you to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you any money. You can subscribe. I ask you to hit the one, but hit it good and tell your other buddies out there to hit that subscribe button. I want to see over 1 million. I'd like to see over 10 million subscribers to my video and 10 million views. 10 millions and millions of views. 82 million views and 82 million subscribers. Matter of fact, I will never see YouTube. I'm going to see it. I hope. I ask YouTube, make sure I hit it well. make a record. I mean, a matter of fact, it should go all of a sudden shoot up views so high that I break the Guinness World Record for broke the Google record for highest amount of subscriptions to one YouTube channel. I broke a lot of views by that much. Hopefully, would it be funny if I did? If I did that, not only would I get the silver play button from YouTube, not only would I get that, I will get the gold play button, the highest up you ever go. On top of that, I would be making trillion. On top of that, I'd be the most knowable trans woman in the history of YouTube. It was sane way people look at YouTube. It was sane perspective, and of course, floods of script. So get out there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'd rather see, and hopefully you can make a difference. If you, the people, subscribe, it makes a big difference. If you don't hit that subscribe button, guess what? You know what? I don't get my no wage. I won't get my live stream. Get my live stream. You have to hit that subscribe button. And I can live stream you back, and that unfortunately I can't. So hit that and do it, please. I want to get my live stream back. And when we get back, is I get a million subscribers. And also, YouTube start demanding Google to restore my live streams pronto. If you don't, it shows the ignorance of the human beings in society. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. And it is free. So remember, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take a taxi, public transit. And remember, arrive alive. Don't end up in a jail or a funeral home. Or end up in a coroner's room. Remember, arrive alive. Don't end up in a casket. Log over.